everyone, it's me again. Our open response mini lesson today is going to be about finding evidence that supports our question. So our objective today is I will identify evidence that supports the question. So our question today is, after reading the article, should school be year-round? In your opinion, do you think that we should or should not have school year-round? Use details from the text to support your answer. So without even starting, the first thing I need to do is I need to go back and I need to reread the article. So here's my article. Let's see. It says many students that say that June is the best time of year. Most places school lets out as summer begins. Some students don't spend summers at home or at camp, though. They're in school instead. That is because they go to year-round schools. Students in some year-round schools go to school same number of days as in regular schools, but they get mini breaks throughout the year instead of one long summer vacation. The mini breaks are a few weeks long. For example, students at some year-round schools often get weeks off at Thanksgiving instead of just a few days. So if I'm thinking about that, I think that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having more breaks throughout the school year because the school year can sometimes be tough. More and more schools are becoming year-round places of learning. The National Association of Year-Round Education states that the number of students in year-round schools has tripled in the last 10 years. By 2001, there were about 3,000 year-round schools. Could your school be next? Would you want your school to be year-round? Read the arguments that follow, then decide. Yes, schools should be year-round. Year-round schools are better than regular schools. Students in year-round schools have more breaks. They get to enjoy time off in every season. Year-round schools allow families to plan vacations and other times during this other than the summer. I think that's really important in my life, and I can definitely make a connection there. I would love to be able to go on vacations more often with my family. Students in year-round schools are less likely to have to miss school for a trip. I remember when I was in elementary school and my family would have to take me out of school for our trips. That would have been perfect. Frequent breaks are good for students. They have less stress when they go back to school after a break. They become more eager to learn. One student said, "I love it. Just about the time I really get tired, I get a break." Breaks also give teachers time to plan better lessons. Teachers in regular schools are not so busy teaching that they have less time to plan lessons for their classes. Students in year-round schools tend to remember what they learn. That is because their breaks aren't too long. Teachers don't have to spend time going over things that students have forgotten over the summer. All schools should be year-round. I definitely agree. I've already read the article before, and I think I'm just going to stop there because there's definitely more, lots of things that I can say in my prompt and in my graphic organizer. So the first thing I need to do is I need to write my introduction. So bring up this question. Apologize, so many boxes. So we need to say, after reading the article, should schools be year-round? I agree that schools should be year-round. Oops, sorry. Kind of went off the page there. Now I'm going to move this down. And now I need to come up with evidence as to why. So now let's see. Now I have to go back into the article and see what is the important information as to why we should have school. Well, one of the things that it said was that students, what did it say? It said year-round schools are better and students have more break. Oh, family vacations. That's the first thing I wanted to say. So family allows families to take family vacations when they would like. I'm going to say an example of that was when, whoops, way too big. Try again. When I was in elementary school, I was taken out of school to go on vacation. So again, I'm explaining just a little snippet so I remember what my writing was going to be. When I go to write and transfer my ideas, that's when it's much more detailed. I also think it's really important that this allowed students to have less stress, and it helped them. So I'm going to say, help students be less stressed. I'm also going to say, and teachers, right? So, students and teachers are able to take breaks, help them focus on quality. So making sure that they're focused on the quality of their work. And then the last thing we're going to say is that students and teachers don't have to review what they learn as often. So again, just like I've said in the past, that summer slide, if we had school all year round, you wouldn't have to do it. I think it's pretty sweet. So during the first couple weeks of the school year, we review. We had school. And again, I'm just writing a little snippet so that when I go to write my response, that I'm going to know what I was kind of brainstorming when I was writing this down. And so finally, my conclusion sentence. In conclusion, this is why I think we should have school all year round. So again, now my graphic organizer is complete. I am ready to now transfer my ideas onto my paper, and that's the next part that I'm going to teach you in my next mini lesson. All right, I hope this helped, and now what you're going to do is you're going to do this for your own article that you're working on this year. I mean on today, or this week I should say. All right, so I hope everything's going well, and I hope this helped. Good luck.